Nyhan. I am the Chief Digital Officer for Kantar and also the CEO of a WPP group called the WPP Data Alliance. There are clients who are still spending less on digital than one thinks they should do because their audience is more and more digital. What we are trying to do is get the advertisers comfortable with digital by using metrics and systems that they already trust and that are agnostic and independent of the channel. So for example, today we announced a partnership with Kantar World Panel and Facebook, where Facebook is laying data from their system into World Panel so that they can see the result of exposures of video, display, social content on sales. And the sales comes from World Panel, which is something that advertisers already use and trust to evaluate TV advertising. So we think that's the type of thing that will give advertisers confidence. It is possible to measure communication efficiency on Google and on Facebook. And even though they are a bit of a walled garden and they like to do measurement themselves, they still need third-party validation. And very often clients will say, we want to be able to compare what we do with Google and Facebook with the things we do off of Google and Facebook. And so that's the role that Kantar and Millward Brown can play, is the same measures and different platforms. And we're speaking with Google about doing exactly the same things on their platform that we do elsewhere. And Facebook, who I was with today, they said that one of their most popular things is Millward Brown brand lift studies. So I'm very optimistic that even though they could replicate the technology, they need third-party validation. They need something that clients will want to use both on and off their platform. We are definitely not just planning to measure communication on mobile, we're doing it. And we're doing it in lots of different ways because mobile is trickier than web because the software and the platforms vary. And there's also different rules. Cookies are not as common, and there are apps with their walls around them. So we have to be clever and creative about finding new ways of determining what happens within a mobile environment, and we have to bring that into our results. So there are techniques for doing that in Kantar and Millward Brown in particular. There's a system called Ignite, which leverages different panels from a variety of places, and they are able to determine what the mobile exposure was in some cases, but not all. We also are doing surveys on mobile platforms where the mobile platform will tell us whether they're exposed or not exposed to certain campaigns. And lastly, we're doing things where we have meters on certain panels where we can capture mobile behavior on those panelists to tell us what happened there in terms of advertising, but also everything else that happens on the phone. So while I can't say we can do everything everywhere, there are pockets of the world and pockets of the mobile ecosystem where we can work, but like everything, it takes negotiation with the mobile platforms. And one of the good things that Kantar should remember is that being part of WPP, we have enormous leverage with the mobile platforms who want advertising dollars from particularly Group M to have influence to get them to open up data for us. And this is something that we do in the WPP Data Alliance.